Yeah, well, welcome back to another Dynodaze video. A red FN2 for ecutek software and remap. It's got some modifications that we'll go through. It's got some custom mods, so we'll see how we get on. FN2 in the house.
Taking your glasses off don't help your receding air though, does it?
It does. Yeah.
It doesn't.
Oh, I could put my glasses there, then you couldn't see my receding
There you go, that's
hairline.
better. That's better.
It's my age, mate.
Yeah, we're all getting there, mate.
Yeah, it's not just my hair that's receding.
What else is receding then?
My precision tool.
Oh, okay.
Well, FN2, and it's had a custom ecutek remap by Richard this morning, and it's it's done all right for the mods it's got. It's got a ram air filter, which is pretty much a hot foam filter. Hot foam.
Yeah, well, you know the ram air stuff's not the best, but obviously, you know, like we always say, budget. Everyone's to their own budget. It's got a cat in it, I believe, still, hasn't it?
It's got a sports cat. A sports cat of some description.
I'm assuming what that is a standard manifold with a sports cat section, isn't it? Is what it's got. So as we know with these, the standard manifold really restricts power. Standard manifold, standard cat really restricts power. You can basically bolt an exhaust to the back of the standard manifold and standard cat, and you'll make no power.
See my video.
Yeah, not one brake horsepower. We did that test on Dan's at the very start. When we were getting into really starting to get into these and working out what we're doing. So we're doing one mod at a time on Dan's and seeing where we unlock power. Yeah, we saw not one brake horsepower in an exhaust over and above with the standard manifold.
The reason for that is because the restriction was further forward.
Yeah. The first restriction is the restriction. So I believe this is still on standard manifold. I think it's just got a sports cat center section or a decat sort of sports cat section fitted, and then he's got a custom exhaust. Well, we all know with custom exhausts and twin exits, they don't work well. They tend to use cheap boxes, and they've got horrible divides in the back box. And every time we see what they call a custom twin back box system,
we've been so spoiled with the results that we've been getting from the Tegiwa 70mm system and the 3-inch system. We've been so spoiled with that.
Well, the thing is, these cars need flow, and because of the exhaust design and the amount of 90s that are in it, they need that Tegiwa 70mm, and they also need that 3-inch system. you know, obviously, if you go smaller than that, I mean, even if you go, say, 2.5, which is probably a 2.5-inch custom system, once you reach that back box and you've got a divide in there, it just builds back pressure and they don't make power. Obviously, coupled with the manifold on this car, that's what's held us back. I mean, I think realistically, if it had a good 4-to-1 manifold on it, or even the TypeR on it, and then this exhaust, we'd probably saw around the 220 mark.
Yeah, we finished on what did we finish on?
213, you said.
Finished on 213 brake horsepower, 206 as it came in. We've actually made about 12 wheel horsepower and 10 foot-pound of torque.
Yeah.
It's made gains across the...
Yeah, literally from the word go, it's made gains. I mean, low end, not so much as obviously once on VTEC, but, you know, it has made power throughout the rev range.
It is a GT spec, so he has got switchable maps. He has got his auto blip down throttle and his... flat foot shifting and his adjustable launch control. So that little bit of peak power and some power in the mid-range, coupled with those mods, will transform this car. It becomes much more of a driver's car. That's how I felt about mine at the time. So I think he's going to have a lot of fun in it still.
Yeah, I think that it'll drive loads better. I just think that sometimes you always want to make the best numbers that you can make. We can only make the best numbers we can make with the modifications that the car's got.
He's had the car about 6 months and he's really enjoying it. So I hazard a guess we'll see this young man again when he's back with more modifications.
Yeah, I would have thought so. Should we have a look at that graph?
Let's do it. So here is said graph, and as you can see, red line is as she came in, blue line is as she leaves. Power made right the way across the rev range there, extended the rev limit out to 8.6, lowered VTEC somewhat, and we finish on 213 brake horsepower, 181 at the wheels. So, thank you very much for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope today is the day that you decide to subscribe if you haven't already, so do so. And we shall see you on the next one, won't we, Richard?
Will indeed.
We will indeed. Code word music.
Before, and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.